Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to apply your home colour kit today. So you should have everything that you need in the delivery that we dropped off. You should have gloves, tint bowl, tint brush, colour, peroxide, but not in this bottle. You'll get it in the exact measurement that you need for your colour. So I'm going to show you first of all how to mix up the colour for express colour, which is what we do in the salon, where we have it all the way down your parting, round the side and even through the back if you want. If you're doing that, the tint that I've given you, you will get 2 express colours out of this, which I probably recommend that you do at first without having to try and apply all your roots. Your roots shouldn't be that bad after kind of 3-4 weeks, but if they are, you're going to mix up a whole tube. Express, you're going to mix up half a tube. And when you're mixing up half the tube, you're only putting in half the amount of peroxide that I've given you. As I said in the text message, it's half and half. Half a tube of this, half your peroxide for express. I'm going to do all my roots though, starting off with the express roots, just so that I can show everybody exactly what to do without having to do this again. I don't mind being in camera, but it's a wee bit embarrassing, especially when it's my first time doing it. Do you see the wee bunnies in the back? I thought I'd still make it Easter-like. I love decorating the salon, as you all know. But this year I've not been able to, but I have decorated the whole house. I love it. So now I'm just putting in my 60 mils of peroxide. If you do have electric scales in the house, measure it out with that and you'll get the precise measurement. Once that's done, you're going to mix it up the same way as what you would a cake and let the tint and peroxide all melt together. I do recommend as well that when you are about to do this at home, make sure that you have at least 30 to 50 minutes free. That's child free, dog free, husband free. Create your own wee salon space. You don't want to be mixing this up and then coming back half hour later because the colour will oxidise, which means it will not take to your hair. So mix it up when you're going to be applying it. I would also say as well, make sure your hair's clean, as in it's not got any product on it, it's not got any of the spray roots on it, any silicone based things that you've used. Wash your hair, either wash it the night before or wash it in the morning before you're going to do it. Make sure it's blasted off completely dry. If it's not, then the colour won't take again, especially with the root spray. The root sprays are great to cover up your sparkly bits coming through, but because they're oil based and this is water based, it won't work. The colour will just slide right off. So you want to make sure your hair is completely clean, completely dried off, and then we're ready to start. So, old t-shirt on, don't put any of your good stuff on, not that anyone's wearing good clothes at the moment. I've been living in my joggies and hoodies, but today I put on some makeup for you and tried to cover up the fact that I need my eyebrows done. Okay, towel on, tint mixed up, kids locked up, it's time to put your colour on. So gloves first of all. You can do this in the bathroom in front of a mirror, or if you've got mirror front, mirror back, do that as well so that you can see what you're doing. So to make it easy for you, we're going to section the hair all the way down the middle, all the way down to the nape of the back. I've got some clips, but it might be a good idea for you to even have 4 bobbles. So we've got half and half as if we're going to do bunches, but we're not. We're going to put our colour on and we're going to do it well and we're going to do it clean and tidy to make sure we get the full benefit of this. So clip that out the road for later. So you've just got this quarter which is going to be your express colour. Out the half a tube, you will be able to do this whole front panel and carry it on round the nape of the neck as well. Clip that one out the way. This isn't obviously how we do it in the salon, but it's just to make it easier for you guys. So we've got 4 pigtails, making sure the sections are nice and clean. I do wear my hair in the middle parting, but if you're doing an express and you want it to be directly on your parting, just put your parting in and do the exact same. So my roots aren't too bad just now. Got a couple of wee sparkly bits, but the ends need tone too. So I'm going to show you that as well. It's been a long time since I put on my own colour. I'm lucky enough to have the best stylist to do it for me when we have time, but needs must at this time, eh? Right. So, painting directly on your root, and your root is your regrowth. You don't want to be slapdash with this. It's like placing on your eyeshadow. If you just had the brush and was like, for your eyeshadow, it's not going to look clean and tidy. So as you can see, there is quite a lot of product. I'm not being too sparse with it. Getting it right the way along. And again, in the salon, normally we paint it all around your hairline first of all, but doing it for yourself, this is easier. So use your pintail comb to get your sections. See how the tint's coming through here? That's what you want. That's when you know you've taken the right size of section. If the tint isn't coming through, your section's too thick. And again, carefully just paint it on. I know this will be really boring for you to watch, and I'll try and be as quick as possible with it. Laurie was like, what are you doing going down to the salon to colour your hair? Why don't you just do it in the house? I said, because there's too many distractions. Sophie would end up wanting to paint my hair for me, and I don't know what I would end up with. And it's nice to come down to the shop and see it. Make sure it's all okay. Which it is. Just not decorated for Easter, which I'm gutted about. And it's very quiet, but in here without everyone. That's the one thing I miss about the salon, is all the chat that I get off the staff and the clients. Our chat at home just now is just all very serious about the virus. But in here I get lots of different chat, which I love. I hope you can see that. So I'm only taking it 1/4 of the head, lifting it up to get all the roots up. God, there's a few more sparkly bits than what I thought I had in here. And then painting down. And obviously I'm still getting the hairline by doing it this way as well. Lifting it up and over. And the reason why I was doing this as well for our clients was obviously so that when it's all over, we didn't have one big mad rush of everyone wanting their hair done the same week, which I'm sure will happen. But we are going to be fully prepared for that. Make sure we have all our colour stock in. Open the salon longer hours. Hopefully more days as well, even though I know Liam hates working a Sunday, but I'm sure he'll be up for doing anything after this. Okay, so that's that side done. I just want to clip this ponytail out of the way to keep it nice and neat. Exact same on the other side. I find it easier bringing the tail comb from the back forward. You might find it easier doing it from the front, whatever you prefer. I just think you get a cleaner line doing it this way, and you can start obviously where your back quarter is. We call it the hot cross bun parting. So it's as if you've drawn a hot cross bun on your hair. If you're lucky enough and you feel brave enough and you've got your hubby at home or siblings, son, daughter, anybody that could help do this for you, do that as well. You never know, they might be the next Ash Pro stylist. There's loads of YouTube videos as well. You might not find mine the easiest or most enjoyable, so you can watch other videos as well to how to do it. The most important bit is making sure you've mixed up your colour correctly. All the colour in your colour kits is the exact same colour as what we use in the salon also. So you don't need to do a patch test with it. My suppliers have been so good, but their delivery is so long. It's like everything else. You phone for a takeaway thinking, oh, I can't be bothered cooking tonight, I'm just going to get a takeout. And you phone them and they say, yeah, it'll be 3 hours. You think, no, you're all right, I'll just go and get that jar of pasta out and make something for myself. But with this, I was only going to be getting the colour from our suppliers. Okay, and get all those wee bits round. You might obviously paint your head all the way through this as well, which is okay. You just need to make sure that you can scrub it off properly when you're rinsing it. Okay. So that is your half head express colour done. All the tint round the front, everything that you can see, and now I'm going to move round to the back if you're doing your whole tint. Remember, if you're doing your whole tint, you then need to mix up the full tube of colour. I'll move round to the back so you can see. So down the line that I did the parting on, you're just painting on the colour again, right the way down to the top of your ears. And then picking sections up, bringing it forward. It's actually a lot easier doing this looking in the mirror than what it is looking at the phone. So when you're taking your sections, make sure they're nice and thin. Painting from this side that you parted through to the back. The thing about box dyes as well is that they only come with like an applicator bottle, so you can't actually determine where you're putting the colour. So if you've had highlights or anything and you've paid a fortune for them, and we spent a lot of time getting them to the colour that you want, and then you box dye it, that's them gone forever. Box dyes are a hairdresser's worst nightmare because they're just so hard to get out your hair if you don't like it. If you use it and you love it, then fair enough. And it matches your colour, great, up for that. But obviously when we have consultations with you about your colour, we don't just look in the back and say, oh, that'll do. That looks like their colour, that'll do. We take time and make sure that it's the exact mixture of what we want. Box dyes only really come in one colour fits all. In our tints, and when we're doing your colour, sometimes we can mix up to 5 different tubes of colour to get the perfect shade for you. A wee bit like B&Q when you go in to get your paint mixed up and you take in a cushion that you love, it's not just one colour. They mix up 3 or 4 to get it. Okay, so we'll move on to the other side, taking that clip out. Oh, there's another sparkly bit. Ridiculous. So some of you as well, we've tried to make it between 1 and 2 tubes of tint we've sent out to you to be as close to your colour as possible, if not your exact colour. The people that have had 2 tubes of tint, I will send you individual measurements for how to mix it up. As I say, not everybody has just 1 tube of colour, and I would rather send you out something that's going to work with your hair colour instead of changing it. A lot of clients and Facebookers and Instagram people have been asking me, oh, can I get a colour kit? Colour kits sound great. But you have a balayage, darling, it's not going to happen. As I said in the post, we'll give you everything you need apart from the stylist. You need the stylist for that. So for colour touch-ups, this is great. We're only offering it also to our clients. I have had a couple of phone calls from other salons asking what we're doing, what our plans are. They would be quite interested in offering the service to their clients as well. So if any of your friends are asking, how did you manage to get your colour done? Get them to contact their normal hairdresser and just ask them. If you don't ask, you don't get. Right, we're nearly finished. So I did mix up a whole tube of tint to do all my roots. And I still have enough left to kind of drag it through a wee bit to the ends, because my ends are awfully warm, as you can see. And I like it just a wee bit cooler. Right, so that's that all painted. If you are combing it, just comb the ends of the hair down. Try not drag it from the top. Some clients do like a wee root drag. If you are doing a root drag, don't drag it from the front, because it will take away those lovely wee blonde bits that we put on. Think about dragging there down. I don't expect you to do this absolutely perfectly, but it will look a damn sight better than what we've all got just now. So just, if you are dragging it, only if you're dragging it, bring it down a wee bit with your comb, keeping the front. So only dragging from there down. The further you drag it down, so I've dragged, my roots were here, but I've dragged it down here. The further you drag it down, that's what you're going to be colouring. So where the product is where it's going to dye your hair. Doesn't need to be exact, doesn't need to be perfect, but just be careful when you're doing that. You could mess it up. So try stick to just doing your roots. If you are wanting to take the colour through to the ends, you can do. I'm just going to take some through. And I'm just going to weave it out with the tail comb. Slide it through and then just use the gloves to bring it through evenly. For clients that have recommended, that ask for a toner, or they've got a toner as well as their tint, I would say do that when your hair's wet. Don't do it dry. The toners that we use are really strong, and if you put it on and it's not even, you could end up with a bit of a disaster or a bit of a kind of bluey tinge to the hair. Like I said at the beginning, water dilutes the colour. So by washing it first of all, after you've rinsed this off, give it a shampoo, mix up your toner. Obviously mix it up before you go into the shower. I don't expect you to be mixing it up in the shower, but mix it up, put it on the ends like you would conditioner with your gloves on, and then just smear it all the way through the ends. The tubes of tint for the toners, the exact same size as the normal tint, so it's 60 mils. So you will get 2 toners out of 1 tube. Your peroxide will be different because it's a different level of peroxide for toners, but I'll mark that, or I'll email you that over as well. Everyone's different, so obviously, as you can imagine, this has taken me forever to try and get everybody organised, try and get all the right measurements, try and get all the right colours in place. But I hope it's worth it. I hope it gets you through the next couple of months anyway, because we really don't know how long this is going to be going on for. Hopefully not too long though. Now obviously I've taken maybe 18 minutes to apply that. I would expect you to take maybe 20, 25. So as soon as you've applied it onto your roots, you start timing your 30 minutes, unless I've said otherwise. Clients whose tints are 0.00, they will be left on for 40 minutes. If you leave it on longer, or you forget to time it, your colour could over-process, which means it'll go darker than it should be. So make sure you've got a wee timer as well. Okay, so I've just taken some wee bits through to the ends. Not really anyone that has bought the colour kit I've recommended to take it through to the ends. I just wanted to do that because it was a wee bit orangey. As you say, it's orangey. We call it warmth, you call it orangey. So once that's done, you've got your timer on, you've got all your roots covered. Grab a coffee, sit back and relax. Once that's done, wash it off, shampoo, conditioner, and give yourself a lovely blow dry. I will see you very, very soon. Look out for our email that's coming out, or text message tomorrow as well, with different things that's happening in the salon. Keep liking and sharing everything that you see on Facebook, and I'll see you very soon.